Pretty sure it's at Michigan.
Yeah, it's at Michigan for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but we got the 2 races left. Yeah. So, Talladega's always a toss-up. I mean, it's a matter of how lucky you get.
I'm not picking mine till the last lap.
No fair luck. No. You will not get no negative, Ghost Rider. Negative. Since you.
All right. Well, how about nobody picks the 52 cars tonight? Let's all go with somebody different.
Okay.
That's I already got someone else in mind. I'm gonna keep it a secret for now. And it's the 51's luck.
51's luck. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll definitely not take the 52s tonight.
I already got my pick.
Okay, so if we're going to do something different, and we can't pick the 50 cars, which means you're technically profiling.
I picked typical.
That's profiling against the JCR.
Who's that? Oh, Bob Drew. Trying to figure out who the other voice was.
But that's okay. I mean, because JWoww, he's my pick for the championship, as everybody knows. And he could actually lock the thing up tonight. Looking at the points, if he plays it out and races it out the way he's hoping to, he can lock this whole thing up. And we've got the clock rolling, so we're gonna get the join here, guys.
I got the Lynch to win, so.
Okay, so there's the join right now. So let's go join and let's go racing, y'all. How about that?
I never gotten it.
Wow. So there's my invites. Okay, Lug, you got your invite, right? You're all good to go.
I'm in.
All right, Inniltown, I already see that you're in. All right, so we're gonna be joined. So Talladega. Okay, so Lug, Talladega. Give us your keys to victory today. Your keys to victory.
I'm going to follow Lynch to victory lane.
Oh, okay.
Stay in the bumper in front of you and don't lift, don't move, don't breathe, don't blink. That's about it. That's about all you do here.
Did you get it, Bob?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So, you think? So, what do you think about this top line? You think these guys are going to get this top line going here, or do you think it's going to be? Yeah, you think so?
I got a couple seconds and thirds here, but I just haven't been able to win here. I'm always one car short.
Okay.
I just don't do the screw you and leave you at the right time.
I'm sure I bet we'll see that at least once.
Oh,
at least once. Well, what do you think there, Inniltown? What do you think we're going to see some 2x2 with that outer groove going, or do you think it's going to be single file on hugging that yellow, sticking them tires glued to that yellow line all night long?
I think that on the restarts for a little while we'll get some 2 wide maybe. I think as pits happen and things like that, we'll get back to single file. I think it'll be tough to keep 2 lines the whole race. It's pretty tough unless that outside line really stays connected. They typically just end up breaking apart a bit.
Right.
But I would say off the restarts, you'll get some 2 wide, and it should fizzle out a bit as it goes through the stages.
Right. Well, they're in the midst of doing their pace lap, and look at who's on the front row here, boys. Look at who's on the front row here.
Well, I'll give my. Oh, go ahead.
I see 2 Hoka Motorsports guys coming right out of the Hoka Motorsports garage. In that one car of Billy and my old buddy War in that 88 car start on the outside row. Look at that. How about that? Awesome to see, man.
Well, typically
He's my pick
Billy
tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going War tonight. I'm going.
Oh, okay, with what? I was gonna say typically I pick Billy, but I'll take a surprise. I'm gonna go with Mac Attack tonight.
I am gonna make a. I am gonna make a wild. I am gonna make a wild. What do you call it? What do you call it, Lug? When you make a crazy prediction? What do you call that?
A crazy wild shot.
Yeah, something like. What do they call that?
Crapshoot.
something like that. But
I'm
going to say that I am going to say that Jay Well is going to lock it up tonight. I am going to say Jay Well will lock it up.
Yeah, he'll be in the top 2 or 3.
I think Jay Well is going to push Mac Attack to the win, and that's what's going to happen, I think.
Yep, and like I said, Glug, we are green, and we are going green, and War in the 88 jumps out front to that early lead, and you know that's teammates right there working off of the get, as Billy didn't,
So we got 288, son?
Do we got 288s, War?
Yeah, we got one at the back, too.
Do we? Okay, well, let's go through the field and introduce these
60
guys.
60 numbers, and we picked the same.
There's Dan the Man in that 34. Dan the Man in that 34. Watch him tonight. I think Dan the Man's got something to say tonight on this. Heavy Duty also. Watch Heavy Duty. He's very good at the plate tracks also. Heavy Duty knows how to run it. Heavy Duty in that 19 Bass Pro Shop car. There's your boy Lynch in that 3-car lug. There's that 3-car Lynch.
Yes, so.
That's your boy.
He's got to win one of these.
He gonna bring it home tonight, Lug?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He's cruising right now, right there behind the 4-car.
If he has his way, yes, but I have a feeling he'll probably get dumped.
And we got Reckless Racer in the 24, and then Typical in that 4-car, which is he's right there in front of that 3 and Lynch.
Going through the field here. I'll get back on the front there in a minute, fire truck. Oh, we got Bruce flashing up by himself there, ducking back in on the Reckless now.
That's almost, I don't know why, the Clashion's playing with it. He wanted to go, that's a plan.
Nowinski's up high, everybody just back on the front guys here.
You know what? It appears Mac Attack didn't make the race.
Yeah.
So I guess I can't pick him.
Well, you can, but
wouldn't qualified. I don't think you're going to do very well.
No, sorry, qualified. Well, I'll switch it up then. Well, then I'll have to go back with the man Billy.
Yeah, right. You can't go wrong with that.
You can't take
Eagles in the 9 trying to make a move on the outside of Bleachy in the 5-car, but he's going to get no help whatsoever. So that is not going to work out for Eagles. Nobody went with Eagles that time.
No.
Left up, hung out to dry. He's going to drop back to the back.
Tell me what you want there, fire truck.
Clashon was asking me why I always take Billy. They were wondering. And now I'll be like, now I can't take you two guys, so I have to take Billy.
Now remember, guys, we are on low draft, so keeping that in mind. And
once you get out, you're like that second group already is kind of.
Yeah.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 at the back, I think.
Yeah, that second group is kind of broken off, that 3-car break. And Bob, it's Bob Drew in the booth again joining us tonight. Bob, you're up in here, right?
Yes, I'm here.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing all right.
All right. Well, you and I have last week had a little experience of our own on at Daytona. It wasn't Talladega, but a plate race nevertheless. What are your keys, to a victory here with the low draft on this plate track? From what you experienced and what you learned from last week's race in the Canadian E-Motorsports.
Oh, we got Typical coming with Lynch on the high side right now. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. There it is. Oh, and Lynch.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
Did he do it?
These guys are at risk right now. Exactly what you don't want to do. You gotta, if you want to be there, you gotta stay with the pack. Those 3 guys in the back will finish pretty much where they're at.
What did you do, Lynch? You get your nose back in where it belongs.
And tucked in right behind Typical, and those 2 guys, they're just right there hanging on the back of Eagles draft. They do have it, so they still in that lead.
Wow, there's that back group ever get by themselves now, eh? Wow.
Who's in that back? Who's in that back group, Log? Who's back there?
Yeah, they're going to keep dropping. We'll be in 3 cars compared to what do we got up here? Probably about 8, 9.
We got Nowinski, Clashon, and Reckless back there. And you see Clashon back there. He's just cruising, man.
Yeah,
he is just cruising. He's just laying back. He's cruising.
There it is.
So we got checking in on JWow's screen. Thank you again, JWow, for the screen for the leaderboard.
With those GCR boys too, they wonder why I always take Billy too. I'm like, Billy's a pretty good lock usually to win.
Typical and Lynch are hooked up again. See what they can do this time. They're always tucked in this time.
Yeah, Typical keeps trying to get a lone run.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Lynch is. I think he
races a lot like I do.
Yeah.
I'll try that in the beginning of the race just to kind of see what I can do with it.
Lynch
well, they're not going anywhere right now. So why not just try something but leave yourself enough room to get back down just in case.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what I think it might be, Lug? You know what I think it might be also? And I did this also last week, Bob, and Inniltown, you chime in here also on this idea that you're kind of testing the waters a little bit, maybe seeing who's going to work with you, maybe who's going to go with you, kind of seeing, you know, kind of jumping to that high side and maybe seeing who your friends are. What do you think?
Yeah, if somebody sees it working, everybody's going to go. I just think it's way early for that yet.
It's good to test it early, just in case, find out. But I would say sticking to the bottom and getting through the stages, just keeping with everyone is the safe bet.
And if I remember correctly, I think Typical and Lynch have had issues together running before. Not they've had issues with each other, just it's always ended up in an issue.
Bigger on this time. There's 3 of them.
Ooh, yeah. Eagle sticking his nose up there with them. Yeah.
And is that I think that's a product of Typical and Lynch kind of, showing Eagles in his rearview mirror, saying, "Hey, man, we're going to the outside here. We're trying to get this outside going, man. Come up on here and join us, because you need to have, if you can get, I don't know what, 4 or 5 cars, at least 4. If you can get 4 cars committed to that top line, you can get it going."
I'm riding on Hoodie right now, Lynch, and he's kind of
and
by
look
himself.
at that, Eagles just did the see ya.
Now you need like an extra car. Where if the bottom has 4, you need 5 on the top, pretty much.
Wow, Eagles made a clever move there. Worked out for him.
Now I know he's going to be setting back right here to do another run on this guy. Now that they have enough cars to be able to get to that high side and maybe work with that.
Typical wants to go.
Right.
Yeah, Typical. He's like me. Yeah. He's a go guy.
Yeah, he's probably a little agitated on that Eagles dropped down, because they were moving. And they were getting, they got Eagles past Dan the Man in that 34. And they go back up high again.
Whoa,
Here they're going to stick it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to stick it.
Spot to do it.
No,
that wasn't the prettiest turn.
Not possible in turn 3.
And Dan's yelling right now. It's like, why didn't you go?
You can't do it going into the turn. It'll never work.
We're riding back up here with our leader, and that's War and that Planters 88 car. I tell you what, man, at War, if there's
a Heat this time, they're gonna have a huge run.
He knows how to get around. He and Billy, I gotta give credit. I always give credit where credit is due. Clashing helps me unbelievably. It's taught me so much. It's Billy and War really taught me how.
Ooh, look at this. Now 3 wide.
So they got that line going now. Look at they got Eagles up top leading on the outside line, and for a second.
What do we got for laps here? Why are they doing this?
They're on lap 12, lap 13 right now.
Yeah, we got about 11, 12 to go.
Okay.
11 or 12 to go.
I'm gonna be pitting another.
No, I'm sorry. I'm way off. 16 to go. What am I saying? 15, 16 to go. I don't know why on my phone, because I have JWoww stream on my phone, and sometimes it doesn't come in very crystal clear. My phone, probably is, so it gets a little blurry, I guess.
We got 3 laps in the tank right now, so they'll be pitting, probably stretching that right out. So I'd say at least probably about 3 laps, they'll probably all come. They might get 2 groups and split it. One might come earlier, but that's what I think we'll start to see some things mix up. See how these guys get into pit, if they get penalties, what they take for tires. Well, we got some signals. They're coming in now, looks like. I think those are signals. As we saw, got loose there.
Yeah,
looks like loose.
Now, what do you think, Bob? Are you gonna maybe try to stay out here? You know, let's say, I don't know, let's say it's your Lynch and Heavy Duty. Well, here they come now. And you're going to have the 3 cars of J-Well, Eagles, and Dan the Man do stay out.
If these guys have the same pit strategy, they're going to be okay as long as they come out together. I'm guessing
Bleachy had a little bit of trouble in our Dega race the other night. He got a speeding penalty. It looked like he came flying in there. I'm not sure he got one, but he caught up to those guys quick.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of see, Lug, if you let me know if you see anybody that might be gotten the penalty. It looked like they might came in a little hot.
Looks like 5 cars fine. They're all coming out.
They're all coming out in a pack. This is good for them.
Bleachy gets out in front of Billy and War.
I think they have to pit twice, though. So, yeah, here comes J-Wow. They have to pit twice in each stage, I believe. Even though it looks like they could make it.
88 needs to drag the brake a little bit.
Maybe not. Maybe not. They would be able to.
So, Clashin had an issue there getting on the pits, guys. I don't know why. Just caught on to it that he is coming in the pits all by himself, where I'm not sure what happened, or he missed the pit signal or what, but he's all by himself coming down pit road now, while J-Well is now coming out with Eagles and Dan the Man. So Clashin's all by himself. I'm not exactly sure what in the world happened there.
Yeah, I didn't see anything with him at all.
He may have been able to stretch it in a whole nother lap.
They got to pit twice, though, so there's not much point in doing it.
Well, Bleachy had the lead, and Billy and War just took it from him. Or Billy, I should say, with the help of War. And you're going to see that one at 88. It's glued nose to tail all night long.
Yeah, I would think.
All night long. And I thought they were going to come out in the lead. And right now, J-Wow is still in the lead. As Billy and War are second and third, respectively. As they're coming up on J-Well now, they're going to go to the outside. J-Well doesn't have any help, so he stays to the inside. There goes the train of War and Billy on the outside. Billy's going to take the lead. War second. J-Well's going to be third.
It looks like that the group that J-Well was in broke up pretty good there through pits. I'm not quite sure what went on, but they were at least 3 or 4 of them, and I don't see any of those ones there. Like, they should have been able to come out all together, but...
I'm wondering how J-Well got there, if that was a lap down or...
No.
Because they were way behind before pit stops.
So, Lug, that your 3 car, I know you're good friends with Lynch. You got has he given you any kind of inside information as far as his game plan tonight? Lug?
Guess that's a negative. He's not saying nothing.
He pleads the 5th.
Yeah. I'll tell you after the race.
Lug not.
I think he is out of the booth.
In. Where'd he go? Maybe he took that.
He had to go to the bathroom, maybe.
Yeah,
looks like we got Dan the Man off the pace a bit. He's all by himself back there. That's too bad.
Yeah, he's way off.
Yeah.
As the same with Reckless Racer. Reckless Racer is cruising by himself.
With this low draft, if you got to be pretty close. If you could lose the draft real easy.
Clashin's all alone. Nowinski.
And Nowinski, Clashin, Reckless, all alone. And the 34, like you said, Dan the Man is now falling back off of that lead pack.
I'm still curious about J-Well, because the thing with J-Well, the only way he would have got where he's at is if he took no tires, because that pack was too far behind.
I didn't think they were. They were right there with them. They were just like a couple car lengths that second group.
He wasn't in the 3-car pack in the back?
There was the original 4 or 5 that pitted first, and then there was like a 3 or 4 group right behind them that stayed out, and then he came out fine, and the rest of them separated. They should have all come out right together, basically.
Yeah.
But something must have happened to the other 3 in that second group. Maybe they took 4 tires, and it just had a little bit longer pit stop. Because J-Well came out about where he should have, But he should have had the rest of those guys with him. It looks like they're all in the back. Like
sorry about that, guys. I just stepped away for a second for the wave.
Oh, there he is. Okay,
sorry about that, fire truck.
I was wondering what happened to you. I was sitting there calling you. I was like, okay, well, you know, I took a little bathroom break.
No, I just got the wife home from the hospital, so we're just getting your meds all figured out here.
Oh, is everything all right? How's everything going?
I just got her home, so yeah, well, she's home.
Oh, that's
better or not.
Good to hear.
We'll see. So Billy up front now, yep.
Yep, we got Billy up front, and Ward in second, Jay Wells third, Bleachy is fourth.
And what happened with Clashing? I heard Clashing something, or what did he do? Just pit late or what?
He off the sequence. I'm not exactly sure what in the world happened, but he pitted all by himself. So he's just cruising around the track all by himself, along with Nowinski. And Nowinski, Reckless Racer, and the 34 of Dan the Man lost the lead draft. So those guys are just kind of cruising now.
They could have all taken 4 tires so that they don't have to take tires, because they do have to pit again. So they might have taken 4 tires then.
They're either going to do 2 and 4 or 4 and 2. So
they might.
Crystal says it's nice to see the 88 and the 1 together again.
I'd say they probably go with no tires on this last stop for sure. But they'll only have a couple laps. They can pit any time now.
That Reckless coming in now?
Yeah. Yep, Reckless is coming in now. As the train just went by and put him a lap down. As there's that.
Choo-choo!
So having a better night than last week. Last week was just trash.
Last week ended up being a rough week for quite a few, that's for sure.
Yeah, between the high side and the FTR race at Dover, man, I think about 15 people dropped out.
Yeah, I gotta get things figured out. I want to do more broadcasting. I gotta figure out who's doing what nights and when, and I keep getting the times all screwed up and missing it by 5 or 10 minutes. I wanted to get into high side the other night, and I was late.
Well,
these guys really got to time their runs better, because they're trying to make that move on the high side, and it will work eventually. But they got to work. They got to work perfectly together.
They got to commit to it. Though.
Moore's not going to lead that one car.
No. You'll, like I said, I was saying earlier, you're going to see that 1 and 88 glued to each other's bumpers.
I heard they bolted the bumpers together.
I'm sure they probably did. I
think War misses this race and being over on iRacing a little bit.
Hey, Lug, I was going to broadcast that race the other night too, but I ended up racing in it. So I don't think anyone did, so yeah, you wouldn't have been able to jump in.
Yeah, I've got to get down to doing some commitment stuff here. Now the ladies better and stuff, I'll try to get in there a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll be doing Monday night. I'll do this race. It'll be Michigan for the high side. I might race it, but I might broadcast that one.
It'll be.
I'll let you know if I do. Then you jump in the booth with me. You want?
Yep.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
I bet you guys didn't do a crank it up the other night, did you? Without me?
No, we didn't. You think we were going to do a crank it up without you? Come on. We were not going to do that, but I was going to wait to do it to the start of the second stage, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but no, we absolutely were. I was not going to do a crank it up without you.
Okay.
That just, you know, would not seem
so
right.
What the hell did you do in your race the other night?
Me?
You forget what track you were at?
Pretty much.
What do you? I watched the broadcast. Was like, does he even remember what goddamn track he's at?
What are you talking about? What happened?
Oh, Shady in his race at the Canadian one or whatever it was. He looked lost for like the first 10 laps or so.
The Canadian e-motorsports last night. It's Bob Drew and I are in the Canadian e-motorsports network league on Tuesday nights. And it was I was fighting COVID since Friday, and I haven't been on. Obviously, I haven't had any practice time, none whatsoever, not even a single lap up until Sunday. I ran a little bit on Sunday in my league race,
You look like a bear that came out of hibernation. Go, what's all this out here?
It pretty much was. It pretty much was.
Everybody's signaling the pit except for, looks like he might be pitting with Clash, and then look like, or no, JWoww didn't.
Oh, what's my dirty dog Lynch doing?
He's gonna. I guarantee he'll come in with the same pack. You're gonna see
Lynch, come on.
So you're gonna see everybody come in, and JWoww can step by himself this time.
Solo.
And here comes everybody. So I was anticipating the same 3 to stay out, but only JWoww stayed out. So that's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, I would think.
That'll definitely hurt.
I wonder if he'll be able to cycle it back out with.
Well, by the time he come back out, he may be able to grab onto somebody.
Leach, you wrecking the field on pit road.
Heavy duty, just cleaned out.
They just did. I think they just did a gas and go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to get interesting.
Yeah.
5 coming out of the pits at once. This is Eagles is sideways.
Leach and Eagles are sideways.
Guys are stuck inside of each other.
The computer does it so great, doesn't it?
Yeah, who's going to lose it on that yellow line? Oh, Eagles, be careful. Oh,
nobody wants to give that spot up between them.
Yeah, nobody wants to go near that line right now.
It's not helping them doing that right now, because now they're falling back.
Yeah.
Well, here comes JWoww. Here comes JWoww now, and to make his pit stop, and it's just a definite stop and go pit stop.
Typical fell back to get Eagles draft. So they'll be 4 against 2 when they line up and get to them. That might be how you're going to get those 2 cars.
So he's 3. He only took it's only a 3-second stop for JWoww, so he's coming out still in first. But here comes that pack of cars.
Too slow.
Oh, they'll roar by him.
Yeah, they're gonna catch him here real quick.
Yeah.
Even on the low draft, as they're
something happened with his
now.
pit sequence. I'm not sure about.
Well, I think he anticipated having at least one person come with them, but it didn't happen. So here comes the whole line now, leading up with Billy.
Now they're outside of him.
And let's see if JWoww can catch on to the draft. Not going to happen.
Oh, man.
Not going to happen. But they are side by side. JWoww's up to speed. He's sniffing it.
He'll stay in there. He's got the draft. He'll be able to stay in there.
I'm on his roof now. He's sniffing it. Yeah, they're single file now, so they're going to pull off on him. If they stayed side by side, he would have had it.
Yeah.
But there's only...
Come on.
As they just cross the stripe now, they have 1 lap to go. So this is the last lap. So everybody get bunched back together here.
So what happened with you, Shady? What track were you at last night? Or whenever that was?
We were at Auto Club.
Auto Club.
What, you just forgot how to drive the track? Is that what Lug means by you got lost?
It just took me a little while to get my bearings because COVID really it really kicked my butt. I'm not gonna lie, it really kicked my butt. And
I actually did watch a bit of that.
And when I was, and here guys become Billy coming to stage 1, Warren second, to the line, your boy Lynch. He's gonna drive for third.
The 4 car goes flying out.
Typical. Yeah, he does what I do at the end of a stage.
Would you get Lynch 3rd or 4th?
I think
Come on, Lynch, fill me in.
Looks like
I think he got 4th.
Eagles? Oh, no, that's from 5th.
Yeah, Eagles is 5th, Typical 6th, JWoww 7th, Heavy Duty 8th, and Dan the Man 9th.
Looks like Bleach got 3rd.
Yeah.
I can't tell here.
Oh boy. JWoww's stream just cut out, so I don't know.
I think he's probably sending them out or doing something. I find it does that quite a bit in the stream.
But as they're slowing down to make their pit stop, it took me a little while to actually get my bearings. I had a really good car, and as we were getting ready to qualify, I got disconnected on qualifying, so I had to start dead last and 30th.
Yeah, I saw a bit of your laps. You were back there.
Lynch got 4th.
Yep, and it was probably a good thing to kind of help me get my bearings a little bit. I got up to 25th by the end of the stage 1, and I had moved up to 20th, and of course, as always, I'm in the wrong place and wrong time, Lug, and I was coming off of turn 2, and as soon as I came off of turn 2, there was a car sideways, and they got tattooed by Shady in the side door and a T-bone,
but you want to know something? If you had that different view up to look down the track, you would have seen him sitting there.
Oh,
I did see you moving up though, Shady. I saw you moving up. I saw you at about 30th or 29th, and I saw you get up to 26, but I had to go. But
yeah,
you were moving
I
up
did
there.
get up to 20th before I got caught up in that wreck, and I was when that happened, it happened early in the first 2 or 3 laps of stage 2, and yeah, so I was when all the pit cycling and everything finally finished, I got my damage fixed. I was 1 lap down and something like 5 or 6, close to 6 seconds back from the guy that was in the lucky dog spot, and by the time we got by the time we got to the end of the stage, I closed it from 6 seconds to 1.5, so I got close, but.
What the hell Dan doing up front?
You're moving in the right direction. Man.
I was just about to say, Dan the man, he did something with the pit sequence. Yeah, and he is...
he's trying that 2 tire. Cause
he probably took 4 on that stop earlier. That's why he was far back.
On the first one, yeah.
And that'll give him so he could take less here. Because they all took no tires at the end, so they're taking at least right.
But he is being scored a leader.
Yeah. I'd say that's just some strategy from the previous stage there.
But interesting strategy.
Well, it could bite you in the butt, though, because now he's going to be less tires than everyone else, I'd say. And so then later...
I'm just wondering, where does that put him with J-Well off with his? How far off is he from J-Well and the rest of the group now?
He'll be on 1 less tire cycle, on laps at least. So it'll kind of get him later on. He'll end up probably back in the same spot, because he'll have to take 4 when everyone can take 2.
Unless the caution comes out and sees his blood.
I'm just guessing too. I would assume that's kind of what happened. I'm not sure exactly. I can't. I
didn't see a pass. So anywhere.
What's that?
I didn't see a pass on the track anywhere. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys one thing to watch out for, and that's that 19 car. That 19 car. Heavy Duty has moved up to 5th. Right behind his teammate, War. Now, keep in mind, Heavy Duty, that's out of the Hokum garage also. And he's teamed up there with Billy and War, and he's right there on War's bumper.
I went to visit the garage, and they wouldn't even let me in the door. They said I was apartment trash, and I'm not allowed in.
Well, I mean, you have to, I mean, it's the whole, I don't know, because you have the MRL connection. Yeah, I mean, you have a decent garage there, man.
We used to until somebody blew the hell out of it.
They said, look, they wouldn't let you down in the garage area.
Yeah, wouldn't even let me in the door.
No, man. No info given out here.
Well, Heavy Duty, he just moved up. And Lynch is going to take the spot from Heavy. I don't know, Heavy made a little mistake there as he's stuck now on the outside. And he's going to go all the way to the end of the line.
Heavy Duty.
I'm going to throw a little dark horse pick out there quick and go with Bleachy for a little dark horse action.
But there's your boy Lynch
right there now. Quick, eh? Yeah, he's running, what, 4th?
Yep. Oh, there goes War. There goes War on the outside. Lynch going to go with him.
See if they can get hooked up now and stay together. They always seem to drop back down.
The Eagles probably,
stay up there with him.
Yeah.
Stay up there with him, Lynch.
Billy's looking to go.
Get up there, Billy. Come on.
They need to get hooked up better for Billy to commit. He's not going up there unless they got a line.
His wingman's falling like a rock.
Yeah, he's not going to go pick him up unless there's 3 or 4 of them coming to grab
War
him.
got lucky. War was able to get back in line. Lynch said, get back in line. Lynch hooked him up. Lynch said, hey, we got to get back down. We just lost everybody, so get back down. So he let War slide in, and so he didn't have to slide all the way to the back. Much respect there for Lynch. Much respect.
What do you think, Player
He's got Typical in front of him. We all know Typical's going to try to make some moves.
Player Truck loves these broadcasts.
All of our fans love the broadcast, right? All of our fans love the broadcast. All of our fans. We love our fans. And the best fans.
Yeah, fan counts went down, but that's okay. We know they're busy in life.
It is a nice evening tonight. It's nice and hot.
I mean, it's summertime,
Yippers. Whoa, what's everybody doing here? Stop it.
I think everybody's just kind of riding right now. Just kind of cruising.
Well, I don't care what you say, but I know what time it is.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. It's got to do it at the beginning of the season.
Yes, it is. Time to crank it up.
Let's do it.
Typical's loud.
You see that a while back they started doing a crank it down too on TV because I guess people were complaining when the announcers came back in, their voice was so loud when the stereos were cranked up. It was blowing speakers.
Well, they used to have it on the screen to warn people to prepare to turn it down.
That's what I mean. They did a crank it down at the end of the crank it up. They stopped doing that though. I haven't seen the crank it down in a couple of years.
We got the outside trying to go. Here goes Well, Eagles, Typical, and Lynch to that high side.
Yeah, now they'll have a chance. They got 3 more cars behind them up there. They just got to stay there.
Yeah, War and Heavy Duty's up there as well. They're going to get this high line working tonight. Look at this.
Eagles got to keep that line a little smoother.
Yeah, can they commit to it though? Just like you were saying, Lug. Are they going to leave them hanging out to dry, or can they commit to it?
Then they got to clear all 5 cars in front of those cars in order to make it work.
Here we go. Look at this, guys. Otherwise, it's just going to get
dropped back. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
They have the cars if they can keep it together. But I don't think they're going to clear all 6 of them.
Somebody's going to bail.
They got 6. Was that 1, 2, 3, 6 to the 6 on top to the 4 on the bottom? So they got the numbers.
They got the GCRs on both ends of the
Somebody's going to get uncomfortable running up there.
Here they go.
Well, this is the A-League. They should be comfortable.
No, yeah, they're going to be. I would think so. I'm comfortable up there. I'm not even close to an A-League, but I'm comfortable up there.
They got the 251s. Oh, now they got the 88. They did have the 51s on the 2 ends there, that line.
They're just having fun right now.
Yeah,
they want to get this.
88 went up there. He's like, I want to try this out.
Yeah, he loves it up there. I can tell you that right now. He loves it up on the high side.
I can't believe they haven't blown by him. They got 7 cars versus 3. Like, I don't know why they can't get by him.
Which is impressive as War now dives back down. And
now they're getting a run.
And Bleach, he saw what was going on there because he saw Billy and Heavy Duty nose to tail. He saw War duck down to join that 3 car. Oh, we got little contacts. Little contacts.
Still going.
Is that Lynch that got a little squiggly?
I think so.
He's dropped back to the end of the line. I think Lynch got a little squiggly there. He's still in the draft. He's still got the draft, so he's all right.
Was it Lynch?
Right.
Was it Lynch? Oh, yeah, it was.
I'm not sure. I think he was.
Yeah, who's down? Yeah, is that what is going on?
Yeah, we got some pit stops coming up now.
Oh, they're within that window.
Wow.
Collapse. 19 hit the curb pretty good there.
Oh, the 19.
Yeah.
19 got up into the 4. They're 3 wide.
Oh, they're banging again. Oh,
they're banging.
Oh, here we go.
Man, they're crashing on the pits. Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Nice save, buddy.
Wow.
That
got hairy there. Jeez.
Wow.
That's terrifying.
That's the worst when you're about to pit and all that mayhem starts. It's just trying to manage all the mayhem and get slowed down.
Take a deep breath, Lynch. You made it.
And not missing the pits, too. And getting slowed down.
Woo. That got exciting.
Wow. Heavy Duty's finish him off just in case.
Well, JWoww, Eagles, Clashing, and Typical all stayed out, so you'll see these guys come in a pit this time. The Eagles right there on JWoww's bumper.
Let's see how coming in the pits.
19 must have had pretty big damage or something. He lost a bunch of times.
Yeah, because he more or less, he drove in the back of Lynch on pit road, so he was more or less with him. He was right there with him.
And Eagles was able to get around JWoww there on the entrance to the pit.
Well, it looks like
good move by Eagles.
Looks like Lynch recovered, kind of. Maybe.
Good.
Those two should be able to get back up to the front there.
Yeah, typical in.
Yeah, JWoww's in.
Dan's strategy seemed to have worked because he's still up in the front for these guys.
Right there on Billy's bumper he is.
The spot it might hurt him now is this last pit stop. If he's able to keep his lefts good enough, because he might have just taken 2 again. So his lefts will have this will be the 3rd run on those lefts. Plus a couple laps from the end of last stage. So he'll have a lot of tires on those lefts. They should be all right, but hey, it'd be a great strategy if it works out, if you can take no tires on this last pit stop and maintain it.
I tell you what, I can guarantee you here at Talladega, you can get this.
Who's coming out? That's what typical and the other 51.
I can guarantee you these guys.
Well, you don't go on without telling us.
What?
Typical was trying to. He went up to get the draft, the guys going around him, and then looked like Clash and came up to get in front of him and clipped his nose. They lost all their momentum with that.
Reckless had a hard time coming out of the pit road.
It's like Bleach and Lynch aren't really gaining on those two front.
Yeah, Typical and Clashin are off of that lead pack, and JWoww he's like just taking a sniff of that lead draft.
He might be able to keep that one because it's only the 3 cars. Looks like he's gaining.
That's what I'm trying. If they can get sideways just once, he'll be all right. But they go around this turn, they're going to start pulling away. He's got to have some kind of help.
He's just lost in a 10th there to Dan. They're going to creep off, I think.
Yeah, they're creeping
off.
I
want to see the old flag, everybody back together.
Especially JWoww. I don't know if that's actual damage.
What are they doing back there?
JWoww's lost his draft now.
Yeah, look back here, guys.
Lynch is in a hornet's nest again.
Yeah, but
those guys, Bleach and Lynch caught right up then. All of a sudden, jeez.
Yeah.
Because it looked like they were maintaining pace behind them a bit, not gaining. And I wonder if something happened with the other two.
Well, that's a 4-car. That's a 4-car hookup there. So they will catch Clash. They will catch JWoww and have a 5-car hookup.
Yeah,
and then you only have then you only have the front 3 of Billy, Dan the Man, and War.
I don't think they have enough laps, do they?
I'm just getting ready to check that.
They'll have a full pit cycle here, and they'll end up with a few more laps after the pit, like probably 3 or 4.
They're breaking up too.
Yeah, the Bleachy and the Typical and Bleachy and.
This Bleachy didn't want to lead that pack.
We've got 11 laps to go, guys. 11 to go.
Only 11? Okay. How many pits in but they still have to pit again, I think. That was only 1 pit stop so far in this stage, right? They have 2 every stage.
Yeah, it'll be just a splash and go.
Yeah.
It'll be a splash and go. And I can tell you, I mean, just from a previous race here and my setup with my tires, I only need to change the right sides on the first pit stop. And then a splash of gas with no tires on the second one, and I can get to the end.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, sure. Because there's only usually about 2-3 laps
lined up now. Let's see what they can do to try to get some of that time back.
And that's kind of interesting seeing that. Look at Heavy. I'm not sure what happened there with Heavy Duty. What happened there? Did he get a penalty or something?
Let me go back and
what happened there?
He pitted earlier, that's why. Okay. You can pit at any time, so if you pit early, then you're good to the end, right?
Well,
just take
he's
the
in trouble now.
Yeah,
Man,
see, he's taking.
What happened?
No, he's taking no tires. Well, he'll be somewhat all right. He'll cycle back around to where he was, basically.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Eagles, because did Eagles maybe get a penalty? Because he may have gotten a penalty because he came in with JWoww. As they were coming into the pits, he got around JWoww coming into the pits and entered the pits in front of JWoww, so which was a very good move. But I think it cost him a penalty because he's now just cruising all by himself in no man's land. So I'm not exactly sure if that was a pit strategy on J-Well that just left Eagles kind of by himself, or Eagles got a penalty there.
I would say it's an Eagles penalty because of that.
I think so, too.
J-Well gets in there pretty accurate on his time, so if you're beating him from behind, you're probably speeding. And Eagles honestly has had...
just signaled the pit again.
Yeah,
Eagles has had
Eagles has had some struggles entering pit road. I've noticed a lot this year. Like almost every race, he has a spin or something goes wrong.
Typical pitting.
That's risky.
Oh, did he miss it? Oh, man. Yeah. He looked like he was going to the grass.
What do you think he's up to, Bob? I mean, is it? Let's take a look. I mean, is this a kind of a short pit idea for him?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
I've never found like how it really can benefit you unless you're just going to take extra tires so you're good at the next stage. And you're just going to do it now because once you're by yourself, these guys are rolling around 3 together. They're going to be faster than you. You're going to come out alone.
He's taking tires.
He's probably setting up for the final stage, I would say.
Yeah. Dan the man's having a really good run.
He is. He really is. I told you in the beginning, watch that 34, didn't I? Didn't I? Huh?
I didn't hear you, sorry.
Oh, come on, Lug.
I don't understand U.S. language.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah. Hey? Yeah, your accent is so strong.
My accent?
You sound like a Mexican.
Oh.
But that's a good thing.
Jose Jalapeno.
Yeah, we like Jose Jalapeno.
Jose Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
On his stick.
Taco Tuesday. I made this taco dish the other night. Oh man, well it was a nacho dish, but man was it good. It was loaded.
You can't start mentioning that.
Oh man, it was so good. I had the ground beef with some taco seasoning in it. I had barbecued chicken thighs cut up on it. Marbled cheddar, mozzarella. Oh man, it was so good. Onions, peppers, green peppers. Oh,
we've got
make another one.
6 to go. 6 to go. Yep.
I might make that meal again tonight after the broadcast. That sounds delicious.
I'll hook a brother up and send it his way.
I'll freeze dry a package and I'll mail it to you.
Still got that.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
I've had my buddies that moved out to BC. My buddies have mailed them pizzas from here, freeze them, and then mail them out there to them because Windsor Pizza is amazing.
Freeze them.
And,
absolutely freeze them and mail them up.
Flash freeze them and mail
as gets here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I live, Windsor, Ontario, like the pizza here is amazing. Like everyone says this and that about their pizza, but I'm telling you, I'll take Windsor pizza over anywhere in the world.
See, look at this, Bob. We got 2 Canadians in the booth with us, and none of them are in the Canadian league that we run in.
There you go.
It's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
That's a fun league, though. That's very, very competitive league. Very competitive. And
I like
Bob,
the way they do the videos and all that.
And congratulations on a good finish last night, Bob. After the little computer glitch last week, you got that top 10 last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I got 9th.
Nice.
Ooh, everybody coming in hard.
Yeah, they came in way hard.
Is it a custom series that one?
Whoa.
No, it's a
slider low draft. It's really really challenging.
Yeah, it's the very first time I ever did try a slider league, but it's got 30 guys in it, and it's really, really, really competitive. Really competitive.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was impressed actually. When I saw your stream, I saw 30 people. I was like, wow, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good race.
Yeah, it was. It is. It really is.
Still going.
I should go.
Did you see these guys? Did you see these front leaders pit yet, Lug? Or
no, not yet. Oh, Dan's killing.
There they go. There they go.
Here they come.
See, the signaling here could be scary. That was the signal, but signaling here could be a bit scary.
It was a late signal, but it was a signal.
Well, I mean, if they're all in the same chat, then
why not?
Yeah, I don't really like signaling out here at all. Like if you're in the middle of like a 4-car pack, a 5-car pack, and you go down and signal, that car might just move up in your way.
Well, look at us the other night. We all agreed that nobody was signaling. We were calling our pits out about a lap before we were doing it because nobody was getting down that road the other night.
Yeah,
so
like it's risky trying to get back up. If that person fills that hole that's behind you, you're stuck down there. Yeah,
well, these top three, Billy, War, and Dan the Man, they're in the same chat because they came out on I mean, they were synchronized, in and out, synchronized, nose to tail. So they did exactly the same thing. So those guys are right on the same page.
Was Dan leading when they went in though?
No.
No, he wasn't. Okay.
No, he was third.
So that's the same order.
Second and third, yeah, okay. Same order more or less.
All right.
Well, Billy is still the leader.
They may have switched. Warren and him may have switched up, but
Billy is still the leader
for that
here.
Second pack to get him. This is going to be your top 3 in this stage.
Yeah, we got 2 laps to go, so this time by we'll only have 1 lap to go. And Billy is trying to make it interesting, and he's going to ruin my my hard prediction of bold prediction. That's what I meant to say. I love bold prediction. Yes,
and
my
Lynch
bold
has not
prediction.
left J-Well and Clashens behind.
But J-Well is 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're best to just kind of stay. I don't know if I doubt Clashens going to move out on J-Wow. So
if I was Dan, the last lap coming out of 2, I'm going to back up a little tiny bit, see what I can do for 3 and 4.
Dan needs help though from that 88. He ain't getting by at all. There's no way.
88's going to stick right on him because I'll tell you why. Billy won the first stage, and War's going to stick right on his teammate. War is just getting seat time right now, getting back into it. He had shoulder surgery a month ago too, so he's still rehabbing and getting the feel of everything back. But he's definitely going to help Billy get this stage win. So Billy, if he can help Billy,
he wants those points.
Right, and he's got to get those points because I mean, like I was coming in tonight, my bold prediction was J-Well was going to lock it up tonight. But
Dan's going to give it a shot if he gets a run.
He's going to try to get that run. Not going to happen now.
I think
he's too far back.
I think he won't get it. Or the 88. He's not going to pass on Billy. He's going to make sure Billy gets those points.
Dan's too far back now.
Yeah, he's just cruising. He's just too far back. But
he's
here goes
moving.
Billy.
He's moving.
He's too far back.
There's no way he's getting by both of them. There's no way.
He tried, Dan. He tried.
He could probably get to the side of War there, but I don't think even maybe up to Billy a bit, but I don't think he's ever going to get by him.
No.
It's tough. 1 car versus 2 is pretty much impossible. Yeah. You can get a crazy run.
I think Lynch was probably 6th, that one, I think.
Lynch got 5th. Billy got 1st, War 2nd, Danaman 3rd, JCR, J-Wow 4th, Lynch 5th, and Bleachy is 6th. That is your top 6. So J-Wow finishing 4th that stage. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to do as far as points, with Billy winning both of the stages so far. So Clashin got 7th, Heavy Duty 8th, Eagles 9th, and Typical 10th. All 10 cars are on the lead lap. So we are going to go to stage 3, where we are we're going to bunch them up, and we're going to see who's got what here in stage 3.
It's not me making all that noise.
No, it must be a ghost in here or something.
Yeah.
Always got to be
different. Ghost in the kit bags.
Well, nothing, no crazy moves here. Billy and them are still
do this again.
They must not have done any crazy strategies here, because it looks like they pretty much maintained the pit or the same order. Here,
and drop right down to the bottom. They did J-Wow. So Dan the Man's a little hung out to dry. We got some. We got a little. They're trying to get the speed. Oh, Bleachy came down a little bit off the top, but he's all right. He's all right. He got it.
It's my dark horse. Did you guys take any dark horses?
No.
I threw
you can take a dark horse. Go for it.
I threw a Bleachy dark horse in there just for fun.
All right.
I'll pick Dan.
There you go.
Oh, you stole mine.
I'll keep it with the MRL.
Dan was hung out to dry there a little bit. He fallen to the back there behind Heavy Duty.
That's too bad. All that strategy and all that work to get to there, and right to the back again.
Lynch is now there up to 4th, right on JCR JWow's bumper. So JWow in 3rd with
Seems
Lynch
to be up
right
and off that line a lot, though.
Yeah. Now, if I'm Lynch, I am glued to JWow's bumper the rest of this race.
Yeah, don't leave.
I'm not leaving that 51's bumper all race long. Because you already know the 88's not leaving the 1.
Oh. Eagles is in, but that's pretty good there.
Yeah, Eagles look to the high side there. He gave it a peek. Eagles going to have to do something here to try to get around. But that's what I'm thinking if I'm Lynch. If I'm Lynch, I'm sticking on that 51.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm on helicopter view, and that's not pretty. That was just about a...
What, the little blimp view? You hit the blimp? Yeah, I guess it's helicopter. It's too close to be blimp.
Too close to be a helicopter. That's a drone. A really fast drone.
Yeah. I think we got one car that had
pretty amazing.
that blew up, and that's the 88 of Nowinski. I think Nowinski.
Took it in.
Yeah, they're getting pretty good with those drones at the racetracks and stuff. Like they're right over top of the cars.
I've seen some videos where they're flying them through buildings and like doing a tour of an office or something. And it's unbelievable how good they steer.
I don't know how they do the abandoned buildings and stuff.
I don't either.
Some of the speed they go through.
Have it now. I even saw it on a YouTube video that over there in Ukraine they have a drone that has a bomb on it, and they kamikaze the drone into the tanks and blow them up with the bomb strapped to the drone. It's a kamikaze drone. It's wicked.
Well, they got ones now with little fire hoses on them for doing bees' nests and stuff like that up in trees and shit.
Yep. You're absolutely. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, drones are endless.
I seen one on Barstool Sports page when they did a view, like a view of their whole office and everything, and like they must have coordinated this like crazy because he's flying through every room doing these circles and turnarounds and all these different views. It was nuts. Like this guy was amazing. Like,
well, Mrs. FTR is waiting on the big one. Thinking it's going to happen sooner or later. What do you guys think? We have gone caution-free.
Oh, yeah.
She's right. It's coming.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to all just stay in line at the end. If they're not, if they can keep it together through pit stops, that's the key, is that they're still in the group at the end.
Egos in there, and then I don't mean eagles. Egos.
Egos.
Yeah, egos, not to make a big move here.
As long as they can stay in a pack after their pits. That's the problem. If they get separated through pits, you're not going to see it. Because it's not likely. But if they can come toward, if we got 5 to go and they're all in a pack like this, we're going to see some wrecking.
I don't think so.
I think they're going to get antsy.
I don't think so.
But they got to stay together.
Here's my reasoning behind it. When was the last time we had a caution in the A-League? You remember?
No, there was a bunch in Charlotte. There was a ton in Charlotte.
Exactly. These guys they're too good. Yes, they do have some egos, but
Dover half the field left, so it made it tough for a caution there.
Oh, JWoww made it. JWoww made it a boring race. So I'm gonna say that right now. That was JWoww and Clash, and they took off and Billy was 3rd, and that's the way it was all race long. And
Same
it
with
was
the
actually a boring race.
It was identical to the high side race. It's the same thing.
All right, Miss Holcomb, who's going to cause the big one?
I'm just gonna say if it were to happen, I would say accidentally, I gotta say Lynch in a 3.
I'm gonna go with Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Eagles in the 9.
I would not disagree with that. I would not disagree with that.
Lynch is all over. Lynch is all over. Like, he's not driving bad. Just his car don't seem happy at all.
See, Mrs. FTR, she picks Eagles or JWoww. That would cause it. But here's my reason behind Lynch. Okay, that Lynch would, because he's kind of got. I think he's got the car really set up loose. I've seen him kind of get wiggly a couple of times, but he's up there at the front. He's 4th. He can taste. He hasn't had a top 3 all season. He's right there on the cusp of it. So, I mean, it's time. There's only 2 races left in the season. I mean, what do you got? What do you got to lose risking it? I mean,
and I've raced with him long enough, over 10 years or so. I know he's nervous right now. He wants to win.
Right, he wants it bad. He can taste it. So he's right there on the cusp. So I can just from my
get Nancy.
That was typical. Typical got on the
apron.
He told me
he definitely wants in the booth before the season's over. So.
He and Heavy Duty both. We've got when Heavy Duty got the 4th, we had to bring him up. But I was talking to Heavy Duty a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he was he just wanted to get a top 3 podium so he can get back to the booth. But Lynch is in that same boat, and he's right there in 4th, right on the cusp of it, and I can just see, just because of how many times I've just been a bonehead and been right there on the cusp and trying to do something and did something dumb.
Yeah, I got to the booth once last season, and I think once the season before, but I don't even think I've got top 5 this season.
Well, Canute, we did have the high line going in the 2nd stage. These boys did get the high line going for a good run. It was a good run. These guys had they had a 2x2 right there until I think it was the pit stops that broke it. The round of green flag pit stops ended up breaking it up.
What do we got left?
I'm going to get it here.
22 laps.
22 laps. We got another pit or so to go.
And 2 more pit stops. One will be a splash and dash.
Yeah, they got the.
Where's Mr. Dan the Man circulated in all this? I don't see. Oh, he's right on the tail end there. Or is he?
Yeah, he's kind of on the tail there.
For the D-Pack, yeah. Hope we're not putting you to sleep, fire truck.
Well, get this. I mean, my bold prediction of JWoww locking it up, he came into this race with a 50-point lead over Billy. Doing the math on it, as of right now, as it stands this moment, it's down to 18.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Billy's got his help with him. He's doing a good job.
Yep. I mean, it's so far, it's working out to Billy's plan perfectly. Winning both stages, and still huge. In the lead here in stage 3.
That's 20 points just in the bonuses for the 2 stages.
So, Lug, did I put the kiss of death on Jay while making up all prediction?
I'm not saying a word. You know better.
I had to try. I had to try it. Now, these guys
still
are
up
just
there in
kind of.
3rd. I mean, they're pretty packed together. They're gonna, probably try to do the same strategy. I don't see them trying to split up.
And just gotten kind of word that Clashin has just kind of been riding. He's kind of been a lag as she's in a little bit of bad service area. He's, as you know, he's drives truck all over the West Coast and across the country. So he's out on the road. So he's just, I think from the word is he's in a bad service area. So he's just trying to stay out of people's way really, and just kind of ride around a little bit. That's why you've been seeing Clash and just kind of hanging out all week, all race long. I knew something was going on. Why he was? I knew there was something there. I knew there was.
Heavy Duty back in the back.
Which is
3 laps in the tank right now.
Which I hate seeing. I was hoping. I know how good Heavy Duty is here, man.
I really hope they can get through this pit cycle and all come out together. We need to have no penalties, everyone on the same strategy. And even if they pit separately, they should all be back together.
Do 24.
Well, the question is, does everybody pit with the leader? Or
I would try to do it. I would try to do it in 2 groups, kind of, because when you pit with 8-9 cars, there's a good chance
JWoww's
that
going to stay out.
Hit.
Looks like JWoww's going to stay out, and Clashin's going to stay out. I mean, Clash is going to be the one to help JWoww.
Yeah, I'd say about half of them pit and half of them stay out.
Well, there's a method to the madness of that. There's a method to the madness in that. And that's the reason why right there you have the 4 coming in is, you know, ooh, and just like that, because he's going to stay out the extra lap just to try to go with minimum cars to stay away, try to eliminate any possible issues getting on the pit road.
A long way.
And you know, it'll make if anything, we'll be able to for sure take half a tank or half a can at the end.
Yeah, I think Reckless lost the motor too. He's lost a lot of motors this year.
Yep, Reckless has had to take
it. Eagles
had
coming off with the lead here. That's a big move by
R&D department for the engines.
That's a big move by Eagles right there. Eagles came out and Billy in 4th in that pack. They switched right there. That's huge. Eagles being able to get out in front of there though.
Leachy's in.
I don't know if he's going to help Billy like Ward's going to help Billy.
Something.
I think Billy's going to
weird there.
I think they're going to try to pass him.
Something's weird with that, and why Billy got back, why Billy lost so much. There's something there.
Either he took extra gas.
Spots.
He might have taken extra gas. I don't know what he would have done there.
Possibly, because you're not going to come in first and come out in 4th if something didn't happen.
Well, they would have had to take a full tank. All of them. Maybe he took extra tires. I don't know. Yeah, he's lost the draft potentially here.
He doesn't have the draft. He's not on the draft at all. Yeah. They're pulling away.
See, that's what I mean now. Depending on these other pit stops, if they're all broken up, it's not really going to do good for a chance of a big one. What are you saying? He's hurt
right now.
Pardon?
I say he's screwed.
Oh, yeah.
Billy right now is screwed because he lost the lead pack.
Oh, for sure.
He lost it.
So he's ahead of these guys came out in front of him.
Yeah. There's nobody behind Billy. Absolutely nobody.
But he's catching them pretty quick here.
Yeah, I think Ward's trying to back up with.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They're burping it.
Looks like
he's burping it.
Back up a little bit.
That's going to be risky. They're going to need more.
Yeah, because that 3 car might not be thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I was going to say he's holding.
It doesn't look like he is.
No.
Yep, that's exactly. Ward just there goes. Ward just let the 3 car go, and there it is now. There's your team. The one in the 88, they're brothers, man. They're brothers here. That's good. You're gonna.
I can't believe that happened.
Now they're gonna hook up with the 3.
Wonder what happened to him. Maybe they dropped a jack or something.
I don't know. They were eating ice cream.
Something. Guy slipped coming around the car or something. Maybe they had a gun.
Lynch doesn't want to be the front car, so he's going to drop to the back.
Yeah, he's going to drop to the back. He wants to ride. He wants to push.
Yeah,
so War in that 88 car is going to be the caboose of that 3-car train.
You got 3 cars, 2 cars, 3 cars. So that second pack of 3 cars should catch the 2 cars. Then they're going to have a big pack.
Yeah, you got Dan the Man and Eagles right there. If I'm Dan the Man and Eagles, I'm burping that right now also to get those 3 cars to catch up to me as fast as I can for that exact reason. Because then you're going to have 5, and then if you get that 5 together real quick, then you're going to be able to catch these front 3 of J-Well, Typical, and Clash.
And Billy wouldn't have got a speeding penalty, or he would have been way back. So I'm just wondering if he got more gas.
Yeah, I'm wondering maybe the little damage. I'm not sure.
Well, he's got damage all over his hood, so he did have damage.
Well, I don't know if that's the computer damage or that's actual real damage.
Who's that? Who you were talking about?
Billy's hood.
Oh. I didn't see where Billy would have got any kind of accident.
Mrs. FTR is saying Billy's pit crew was just flat out fired.
I honestly think on that pit entry, I think Billy lost. He lost to the 88 and whoever else pitted with him. And Eagles was right there. I don't know if he just slowed it in too much. They did pass him on entry.
Did Bleachy blow up?
5 of them there now. Wow.
I'm not sure what happened.
Did Bleachy blow it up?
No, I took it to the garage. Come on. Oh no, he's right there.
No,
he lost the draft there before pit.
Yep, and here comes a train by him, and they're hooked up now. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
See now
they're flying
hopefully
now.
Bleach at least can hang on to this.
Oh, if Bleachy can hang on, he's gonna have 6.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen though. I don't think it's gonna happen. There's too much momentum there of 5.
Eagles better hang on here. He's getting a bit of a gap.
Eagles better hang on here also.
He's gonna be wishing Bleachy was up there soon. Nah, looks like he's fine. They are gone from
you got this thing. You know your car is this. Hang on there.
Oh, Bleachy just wrecked himself into the wall.
Yep, Bleachy just wrecked.
Talk about kamikazes. Jeez.
What in the world happened? I told you, he's got a car issue there or something. He broke a tire iron or something. I don't know.
blew something. Damn. Someone threw a tire iron in his spokes, man.
Good Lord. I mean, that car just turned left, went head on. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Did they got the life flight there on high alert? Because he's going to need a.
I think because it was close to the wall, they could get him and not have a caution.
The second pack is reeling in the first pack.
Yep, I just was going to get back on War. I'm going to get a lap count here in just a second.
Looks like the EMS crew has gathered up Bleachy.
Yeah.
Maybe a drone sweeped in there and grabbed him quick. Keep this under green.
They're catching the front, guys. I'm hoping this is gonna end up being great.
This is where it could, but they're trying to go on the outside with the momentum. Those front three guys are gonna try to kill that momentum, and that's when you might see some bang.
Yeah, if this group stays together, they're gonna be able to walk right by.
I'm riding on War's hood now,
and they are catching it
too.
There's a lap car just a bit up there that could come into play here too.
We got 11 to go, guys, and another round of pit stops.
Bleach.
So.
Bleach is there again. He wants to get in the mix.
They're going to catch this guys here on 3 and 4 probably.
Yeah, he shouldn't be much of an issue here though.
At the right time.
Oh boy, here we go, guys. Now keep in mind, we got another round of green flag stops here. Go up high, War. Get it high. Typical throws the block.
Boy,
go high. Go, War. Take it to the outside, War. Billy on his heels.
Billy's just as happy as he can be right now that he's back there and not where he was.
They ditched Dan.
Wow, Dan the man.
Poor Dan.
He's got Eagles a little bit. Well,
he helped him get all the way up there, and they were like, thanks.
Well, now they're going to drop in line. Okay, so now we got to get back on JWoww as JWoww now runs in 4th. And JWoww, they couldn't do anything there on that one. But that was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah,
Typical tried the block and went to that middle lane, and they said, all right, fine, screw that, we'll go even higher.
Yeah. That wasn't going to work.
That's the fun about Talladega versus Daytona.
Big lag out of clashing.
Yeah,
that might have gave Dan damage.
Yeah, that's what's good about Talladega over Daytona. Get that third lane to do those moves.
That did shake them up a little bit and separate, so they're not going to be in that tight draft. Now, like I said, guys, we do have one more round of pit stops. I'll get a lap count here in another second. They got about 5 to go until they'll run it dry. So we're going to see some pit stops here soon.
So what's our viewers think of the broadcast tonight for Talladega?
I'm thinking this is almost one of the most exciting races of the year so far. We're going back to Kansas.
Yes, but you're not a viewer, Shady.
I am a viewer watching the race, Lug.
We are viewing the race, technically. So.
I am. I'm viewing it with you.
I'm watching something.
Okay. This has been an easy one. We haven't really had to switch around to drivers much. Get the whole field in every shot.
Kind of in the one back, I've been staying with Lynch and more or less seen the whole field.
This was how I was hoping the pack would be at the end of the race.
Yeah, but I gotta say, this has got to be most suspense that we've had since that Kansas race where.
It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, similar with Kansas. Kansas is a one-line track pretty much too.
Yeah, well, Kansas, it was Eagles was winning, Eagles was leading with Mike RPM in second. Billy was third, taking the white flag. Mike RPM and Eagles crashed into turn 4, going for the lead, and Billy came right underneath of him and stole the win. It was that was a really good race. That was an awesome finish.
That's the same way I got Mocha the exact same way.
Who you picking to win?
2 leaders crashed and scooped up the dub.
Well, they got another 4 laps or so of fuel. So, all right, guys, You're gonna see this whole. Well, no, you're not gonna see the whole pack pit. You're gonna see two different rows.
I'm not leaving off this till they're in the
When
pits.
are you guys pitting? Are you pitting? Are you taking it as far as you can go, or are you gonna try to get try to time in a lap early?
Take as long as you can go. Get the most tire out when you can, and go.
I agree. I agree.
I'm going with the most guys. I want to pack.
Yeah, that's a good, probably the best strategy.
Bleachy, way under power. He's been lapped 3 times in the last 6 laps.
All signaling. Almost everybody's going. Typical didn't signal, or Dan.
And I guarantee you, J-Well didn't either. Oh, J-Well did.
No, they did. They did.
J-Well did. He's going to come with the leaders too.
The only two that didn't signal is Typical and Dan. I wonder if they're going to. Oh, if those two try to go by themselves.
It's going to. Are we going to?
J-Well going to
be
send it in there,
guys. Be careful. There's a lot of cars on the pit road. Look at this.
Oh, what a move by
J-Well. Did he get it? No.
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you in a second. But he is flying in there.
I don't know if he got black flag or not, guys.
He's good to go. He's good. I think
Eagles
he's fine.
just disappeared.
I don't know. I'm on J-Well now.
Yeah, Eagles on pit road
I think he got in there right at the number.
I think he just made it also.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He just made it. 3.2 seconds stop.
Yeah, Lynch is out. Everybody's
out now. Here they go, guys. All coming out together.
Oh, Lynch has got nobody.
J-Well jumps out in front of Billy. And Clashin is behind Billy. And War is behind Clashin. And that's good. I guarantee that. I think that just sealed it up. J-Well just got out front, but here comes Billy with Clashin right behind him. Here they go.
I don't think Clashin's pushing Billy.
J-Well wants to give it up. J-Well does not want to be in a catbird seat.
Whoa, Billy, wait, Billy, you want to get...
Well, look at this. Okay, so now you got 2 JCR guys separated by Billy.
And Billy by himself,
they're going to use Billy.
I think Bleach is parking it on the backstretch. He is just about stopped on the backstretch. He must be out of gas. I don't know what that's all about.
I'm not sure what happened. And what happened to War? War's back there with Lynch. So they're now out. They're pretty much out of the picture now. We got 4 to go. 4 laps to go.
All right, I'm not leaving then.
Oh, you can't leave this. This
no,
is
I meant I'm on the front. Guys.
Yeah, I'm on the front one, front back here for sure.
I'd be down to these 3.
I can't see Clash. I don't know if Clash would go with Billy and push him to the win and not push his teammate.
His teammate is the team. No, wait. Clashin is teammates with J-Well.
Yeah.
J-Well has already lost a bundle of points to Billy. With Billy getting the 2 stages, are you thinking that Clashin's going to push Billy to the win?
There's no. I'm saying there's no way.
It's not happening.
Billy couldn't ask for two people just because of the teams.
I would definitely have a pit in my stomach right now if I was Billy, just knowing that.
He's just wishing anyone else was behind him right now. Anybody.
Yeah.
He'd take Bleachy's wrecked car behind him right now.
What's the one on here?
Yeah, well, I was putting it up top, though. He's going to knife it back in there.
He's just breaking the draft, that's all. Yeah. He's just breaking the draft. It's very, very wise move. As Billy's trying to lay off, trying to get a run here. And we got a little here at J-Well. They're going to go up top.
Oh, man, he is down there. Maybe J-Well wants to make it a battle at Michigan.
Lagged.
Oh, he gets it back. That was close.
Yeah.
If J-Lo wants a good battle at Michigan, he should give him the win, and then they'll be real tight going at it at Michigan this week.
We've got 2 laps to go, guys. 2 laps left.
J-Low's on a crazy streak right now.
I can't watch this. This is wrecking my nerves.
J-Low's won, I think, the last... J-Low's won the last 6 races, I think, that he's been in between the 3 series, the 3 different series we were.
Crystal, close your eyes. Just listen to the broadcast. Just close your eyes.
Between Whiskey Fuel, Eyeside, and FTR.
Billy's going to have to think of something.
Billy's setting up.
Yeah, the lag is kind of dictating stuff here.
So Billy now drops to 3rd as Clashin and J-Well teamed up.
Is this the last
to
one?
get Clashin around in a second.
This is the final. That was the white flag.
So now, what that did, all that did was just get a few more points for Clashing to make up.
It hurts Billy from getting that second and those bonus points.
Exactly. It's just another position.
And
that's a difference of at least 4 points. 4 or 5 points.
Yeah, but that 4 or 5 could pay dividends.
Well, that's what I mean. Him losing that second spot hurts.
Right.
About 4 or 5 points. Well, he might be able to get underneath and get it back.
Billy, well, here's that 5-car Bleachy.
Yeah.
He wanted that 5-car Bleachy.
And now, but he's up in Clashing though. That's the problem.
Yeah, well,
Billy's like, no, help me. What are you doing helping them?
And
Billy dropped way back. That's it there.
That is it.
That's it.
That is it. As J-Well.
Whoa, Billy ended up in 6th.
Billy ran out of gas.
Yeah, he must have, yeah.
I think he did, because he
Lynch
did come
with
in
that
6th.
top 3 there.
So Lynch got the 3rd.
Yeah.
Lynch got 3rd, don't worry.
Yeah,
yes, he did.
There you go, buddy.
He's coming up to the booth.
Come on, Limpy.
Yep, so here's the final running order, gentlemen. JCR J-Wow gets his another win. J-Wow gets the win again. Clashing in 2nd. Lynch in 3rd.
I can't wait to interview him.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take that one. Typical comes home 4th. War gets 5th. Billy runs out of gas, I think, gets 6th. Dan the Man in 7th. Heavy Duty 8th. Bleachy 9th. And Eagles rounds out the top 10.
Awesome race, A group.
Wow.
Good job, guys. I gotta leave the booth. I got a race coming up here in a minute.
Good luck, brother. We'll see you later.
Good luck.
Oh. Hey, boys, come on up to the booth.
Yeah, I'm have to add. I don't know.
What a race. What a race.
Lynch should be up there. Yeah, Lynch is he's already been up here, so he's still
just send him just send him a message. Come on to the broadcast booth.
Lynch to the booth. Lynch to the booth.
Lynch to the booth. The JCR boys already know to come up to the booth, so.
I'm even going to leave my microphone on broadcast for him. Looks like I'm going to Texas.
Which car did you run? I'll leave it on that one.
Thank you to our viewers tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, I was just there to see on the winner.
Good to see you in here, Fire Truck.
That was an awesome, awesome race. Waiting on Clashing and Lynch.
Oh, I'm going to wipe some people out here in Texas first.
Oh, geez, I didn't realize.
Yeah, we're about to go demo derby and
maybe I'll rip a couple laps.
Yeah.
Well, we're finishing up this. It was Lynch.
All right, there's Lynch now. So Clashing will be. I'm sure Clashing and John will join us up here in a second. So. For the first time this season, congratulations to the number 3 car, Lynch. Congratulations, man, getting that 3rd and a podium position. Welcome to the broadcast booth. Oh, man, you gotta give us a rundown on how you pulled up 3rd. Did Billy run out of fuel? What happened there?
Oh yeah, I had a bad pit stop there. That's the last pit stop, and then me and Moore got dropped back, and then yeah, Billy ran out of gas.
Yeah, we were wondering why you come in a little bit later from the leader. You look like you had a loose car on it, did you?
No, not really.
No? You look like
That thing was pedal to the metal all night.
Yeah, I told the guys you were going to have pedal to the metal. You wanted the booth before the season was over.
I finally got one.
Congratulations, buddy, on 3rd place finish. You earned it tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, congratulations. We saw you up there, throughout the whole race. You know, so you know, were you that last pit sequence right there with everybody? I mean, was everybody kind of on the same page, or I mean, what kind of take us through that whole scenario from your point of view with that last pit stop?
I know me, Warren, and Billy might have been on the same page there at the end, because whenever they were pit, I was going to pit with them. I wanted to stay with someone, you know, so I can be able to stay with someone in the draft, and I know JWoww, he'd go probably an extra lap.
Yeah, that was, I mean, that was completely crazy, man. You know, and earlier in the race, I think it was like stage 2, saw you guys get in that high line. And get that high line working. Saw you trying to get that high line working at the beginning of the race with Eagles. What, you know, was that kind of your strategy there, trying to get that going and trying to get some people to go with you? What was, you know, kind of give us the info on what you know, with the high line there.
Yeah, me, Eagles, and typical. We're trying to get, you know, the high side going, but it would just be the 3 of us, and then Heavy, he would try to help us with 4 cars, and it just seemed like it wasn't working with 4 cars. But I think we wind up with 5 cars when we got it to work.
Yeah, well, you ended up with about 7 if once you guys joined together. You had about 7 to 5 at one time. Then you guys were moving pretty good.
Yeah, that's when Billy and Ward wind up taking the lead, and I stuck with them, and I'm like, yeah, man, finally got the outside to finally work. I think we let Dan out hang to dry, but...
Yeah, it took a lot of you to do it.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations, Lynch, man. The job well done, well earned. Go celebrate, man, and we will see you in the finale next week in Michigan, and hopefully bring you up one more time.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Have a good night, Lynch.
You too.
Lynch.
Lynch in that number 3 car breaks into that top 3 podium with 3rd place tonight. Well, congratulations, awesome run. And so that's going to take us to our 2nd place finisher, the runner-up, and that is Flashing. Man, that was interesting on the strategy there, getting around Billy and working with your team with JWoww there. I know that had to be a teammate thing there, you know, from the point standpoint. You know, throwing Billy back another spot there, right?
No, it was no teammate thing.
JWoww, it's my interview. Calm down. Alright, so we came out 3. I warned Billy, like, if he was gonna make a move that, like, don't make me choose. Just make your move and clear him if you can, because I didn't want to decide who to go with. But he ended up being short on fuel, which I noticed kind of, because we were, like, going really slow, not really pushing there. So, like, when JWoww was trying to break the draft and go up high, I decided, hey, I'm gonna go up there, and it just pulled me past Billy. And I didn't really want to be anywhere between cars anyway, because lagging, clashing. Didn't have the greatest equipment tonight.
Okay, because I thought that was kind of planned out, seeing how that, you know, I was on JWoww's stream, and coming into the race, I saw that coming into the race, JWoww had like about 50-point lead, and there in stage 3 with Billy winning the first 2 stages, chopped it down to somewhere about like 18 points. So I was thinking, you know, when I saw that and JWoww going high, and then you went high to go around Billy, I'm thinking that's just, you know, trying to get Billy 1 position back further, you know, seeing how Billy caught up a lot in points winning those 2 stages. I thought that was orchestrated.
No, I don't know why JWoww was trying to break the draft. There was only 2 of us, and, like, should have known, like, I guess we are teammates, so, like, what was the worst that was going to happen? Like, if anything, he was slowing us down by breaking the draft and to let maybe a possible second group catch us. But I don't think there was a second group even formed.
They were so far back. It wasn't going to even happen. It wasn't going to happen. They were too far back. But you know, and I saw that you were, you know, just saying on the broadcast, you're driving around country and being probably in a bad service area, that you were just kind of riding around the whole time back in the back. So how were you able to kind of go from kind of just cruising in the mid back pack and all of a sudden getting up there in the top 3 right there at the end? How did that happen?
Well, I learned my lesson in stage 1. Like, I was trying to just be last to be courteous to everyone else, but then the checkups are so big and some people didn't know how to deal with it, and we lost the draft. We just fell back. So stage 2, I made it a goal to stay ahead of the guys I didn't trust with being able to check up and keep up the momentum with low draft and everything.
Right.
And then the pit cycles just worked out where it was a 3-car breakaway every time. But I think that second group did run us back down there before that last pit stop, which kind of put me in the middle of the pack again.
It all worked out, man.
Run.
Yeah, it all worked out. Getting
week after week, they run.
Just out of curiosity, just for the sake of the question, if there was one lap left to go, were you going to try to make a move on JWoww or just sit in second?
Well,
just for the fun of it.
We passed the 5-car like 4 times in the last 5 laps, and that last time he actually gave me a draft there at that down the backstretch, which gave me an advantage. But I think JWoww hit the apron or whatever. But that was going to be my run because Billy was short on fuel, so he wasn't going to make it no matter what. And I guess it was just a race between us two.
Right.
And, yeah, but everyone knows I don't really like winning plate tracks because, I don't really have fun running plate tracks.
You know, it worked out. I mean, you know how it's been, man, all season long, and that the 88 and the 1 were hooked up all race. Everybody knew that. I mean, it's a team. You guys got to be team. Everybody knows it. So you got to work it. So, I mean, we saw it tonight. We've been seeing it all season, and just congratulations on how well you do, man. It's just really awesome, and just want to thank you again for everything that you do personally for me, helping me out and answering my dumb questions and stuff like that. So you helped me a lot, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Congrats to Lynch on the top 3. Congrats to JWoww for 20th win in a row. Who else?
Just for you guys to know.
Shout out Typical for being on the same strategy as JWoww and I think Dan the Man was there with us at some point helping us out on our strategy. And shout out to War for coming back to Heat with like 5 months off and being able to compete.
Yeah, he was up there most of the night. Made a good run going.
Yeah, he did, and he's very good. He actually is the one that told me when I first got on and joined in the league and didn't know literally my ass from my elbow. And War teaching me the play tracks and stuff, so I knew he was going to be in, and he always going to run good. So yeah, absolutely, I love seeing War up there and having a good run. So, but hey, man, congratulations, Clashing, on pulling it out and getting a second place finish, man. That was awesome.
Yep, thank you guys.
Definitely. Yeah, and that's going to take us to our winner yet again, and that is JWoww, and that number 50, his number 51. I always was going to try to go to the 53, but it's the 51, so let's stay right back on the 51. JWoww, man, you pulled it out there at the end, dude. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. It was a very disappointing race for the most part with how stage 1 and 2 went. We were behind the strategy ball. We had good intentions of what we were doing. It just it's on this track. If you pit first, you're gonna have the momentum coming out, and I would end up going 1 or 2 laps later, and by the time I go past that 1 or 2 laps, there's no more draft, and I'm losing time running on the track by myself. I still pushed into the pits as hard as I could and made up time there, but as soon as we got out of the pits, it was just we didn't have no momentum, and their draft just went by us. And that's how we lost a lot of points tonight, just giving up points just because stupid mistakes. We could have just pitted with them, but I wanted to be more on the cautious side tonight due to with the points lead I had. I wanted to not get punted in the pits by anybody. I wanted to be under my control if I sped or not. But that's what happens when I went an extra lap later. I got behind the strategy ball, ended up finishing 7th stage 1 and 4th stage 2. While Billy won both of those stages, I found out we only had like an 18-point lead after our 50-point lead entering the race, and only went down to 18 coming after stage 2. So I was like, this is going in the wrong direction. We have good intentions on our strategy. It's just not working out with us. When we pit, somebody else would speed with us in our group, and while Billy's group would go, they would come up at the same time and draft together. But at the end, it came out pretty well. We had as you see, I was like, I'm tired of pitting off sequence, so I pitted with them on that last pit stop. Oh, yeah, the last pit stop, and I just our pit stops were just perfect all night, and as you see, we made up 4 spots just pitting, just going in deep and not speeding, and that's what ultimately gave us the lead, and that's how we came out with the win.
Right, and I was, like I said, I'm on your stream. Thank you for having a stream with the leaderboard and the laps to go, so we can relay it to the viewers and all the fans. And watching your stream, I mean, that was I don't know how you got it down that on that last pit stop, how you got it down so fast and you dive into town, and how you did not get a penalty right in the nick of time. I thought you got a penalty there, man. I thought you did, for real. I had to keep the camera on you just to see if you ended up gotten a penalty.
Yeah, we pushed it real hard on that last pit stop. We had to, because like we were starting to get into a make or break situation. If we don't come out ahead of these people, then we have to be on the aggressive side and on trying to pass them. But luckily we had clashing, which it came out to a 2v1. So I started going on the high side to. We had a huge lead from the second group, so they had no chance of coming at us. So I knew it was just me, Clashing, and Billy. And I go to the outside to bait Billy to get my draft on the outside. And when he's going into turn 3, he would hopefully go on my outside while I dive back to the middle lane, and Clashing would go to the bottom lane with me, and we could just stay. And that forced Billy to go back to 3rd place, and that pretty much gave us a win right there. But when I went to the high side, Billy stayed low, and I saw Clash went up high. I was like, okay, I'm going to stay high because he still has momentum, and end up getting around that way. And that's how he came around for second. I thought whenever we caught Bleachy on the last lap on the backstretch, I went to the high side to try to like snake our way around, try to break the draft with Billy, because that was my main focus with Billy, because I figured Clashing would be with me. But no, Clashing ended up taking Bleachy's draft to try to pass me. So I'm like, hey, we're teammates here. We got a 1 goal here. We need to win the championship. And I did hit the apron. Unfortunately, I came up in the Clashing, but we still came on 1-2.
Yeah, man, and that was my question that you just answered it. With the method behind the method behind the madness there of when you were going to the high side. I like I said earlier when I was talking to Clash, and I thought you were going up to try to pull him around Billy on the high side to create that, just because of the points that you lost, which I might have to take a little bit of that blame and put a little bit of a dark cloud, possibly, because coming into the race, I made the bold prediction tonight that you're going to lock it up, seeing that you're my championship pick, and I made the bold prediction saying that you're going to lock it up, so maybe that, I don't know if that put the bad juju on the whole night, so I don't know, but yeah, that
I told you, but you won't listen.
I know.
Yeah, that was probably out of my whole career, that's probably the most disappointing win I've ever had. Going in the point situation we had in the race with stage 1 and 2, knowing we probably could have locked it up, but I think I did the math. We still have we lost, so we came into the race with a 50-point lead, and we're coming out of the race with a 45-point lead. Even that win gave us a big boost, and with Billy finishing
6th,
not just 3rd, he finished 6th, so that gave us even bigger points.
Right.
So that's what gave it back up to 45 points, and we have a pretty comfortable lead. We just need to finish in. If we could finish top 3 in all the 3 stages, I'm pretty sure we could lock this thing up and put it in the bag.
Yeah, probably. That's good to know. So 45 points going into Michigan next week to lock it up. So after all of that, only lost 5-point ground to Billy. So that's kind of have a little bit of a sigh of relief, a little bit, when it got all the way down to 18. So a mistake on Billy's part kind of has to be a little bit of a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, it was a very, very tough race. If we could just put our pieces together for Michigan, we won that earlier in the All-Star race. If we could just hopefully just pit stops will be the determining factor. I know we have a fast car there, but if we could just stay clean, don't get any speeding penalties, we could just take control of this championship and just run away with it.
Well, you would make my pick right, because I picked you to win the championship. So, congratulations on getting a win tonight, and we will definitely look forward to seeing you next week in Michigan for the final race, the championship race here in the FTR A-League, man. Congratulations, JWoww, on getting yet another one. How many wins is that for you this year so far?
I believe that's 5, and that's like
5.
That's like 5 in the past 10 races, I believe, somewhere around there.
Right. So that's so you have the most wins now in the season.
Jimmy
right?
Johnson.
Yeah, we took the most wins last week, getting our 4th win last week because Clashing has 3 this season.
Right. Okay. I knew it was close, but yeah, man, that's just really, really impressive, man. It's just been a blast to watch you all season and everything, and thank you for everything that you helped me out, and advice, tips, things like that you give me, man. So I really appreciate you guys, and it's been a real blast watching you guys all season long, man. So congratulations on getting a win tonight, and hey, man, we'll see you next week at Michigan, and wrap this thing up, put a bow on it, and take home a trophy.
Yes, sir. We're going to try to make it 3 in a row and come home with a championship.
Well, we're going to look forward to it, man. So congratulations. Try to celebrate at least a little bit on this one. Breathe a sigh of relief. And, hey, man, you already got your car pretty much locked and loaded for Michigan, winning the All-Star race with it. So, hey, man, congratulations. We'll see you next week in Michigan.
Sir, see you there.
Yes, sir. And so Lug had to go ahead and clear and head on out as we're running a few minutes late. So, Inniltown, awesome race, man. What do you think, man? What's going on in your mind going into the last race?
It'll be interesting. Billy's really gonna have to basically win all of it to have a chance, I'd say.
He's gonna need to sweep both stages and get the win, and pray for bad luck for JWoww with a 45-point lead. But we saw how he was able to cut it from 50 to 18.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Anything could happen, especially say Billy's leading stage 1 and something crazy happens and JWoww gets caught up in something, ends up 12th or 13th. That'd be 20 points right there he'll gain. So there's lots that can happen, but with what I've seen recently, those JCR boys look pretty sturdy out there.
Yeah,
don't see much flaws in that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna take to Michigan, man, next week, and hey, man, I'm glad we had an exciting race. I mean, a lot of times, these Dega and Daytona races. Sometimes, a lot of times, they can be a real bore,
Yeah, for sure.
Single file going around and around and around, it can be almost as boring as those JCR guys made Dover last week, I mean, he dominated ever so much. It was actually kind of a boring race, like Clashin said. I mean, last week, Clashin said going in, it's going to be a boring race, so be prepared, and he was sure as heck right. But this race was anything but boring, man. We had a lot of excitement, a lot of drama, a little suspense here and there, and a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's definitely a good race. It was good that we didn't get a bit of a wreck where a caution didn't come out and where it got everyone all separated. That's the worst. You get especially
I know
early.
Everybody wanted to see that.
Yeah, sometimes early it's not really a wreck, just it really screws everyone up, and you get a big separation, and then it can get pretty boring. And with the low draft, unless they're going to wait for each other, they're probably not going to catch each other. So, and the stages help for that, too, to get them all bunched back up.
Yeah, I feel bad for Billy. He's your championship pick. Yeah. I feel bad for him. He's got to be beside himself right now. Running out of fuel and losing those points like that, getting it cut down so much.
Well, the emotional swings he must have went on in the last 10, 15 minutes of that race where he lost the draft, got picked back up, ended up getting back to the front, only to run out of gas coming to the line. That must have been... He must have been so mad, but then so happy, but then so mad and upset at
the end. On the other side of the fence, I mean, the emotional swings that JWoww has coming in for the 50-point lead and seeing it cut down to 18 and oh crap, here we go.
That could have been real bad. If he had the same results as the other two stages with Billy winning and him running 7th or 6th or whatever 4th he got to in the one, that would have been there'd only be, geez, there'd be less than 8 points. There'd be less than 3-4 points, maybe less than 5. I would say going into the final.
Yeah,
so
and it ain't over yet. Like you said, man, it is not over, and it is not over until that lady sings. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's definitely not locked in a bag. It's definitely a two-man show between Billy and JWoww. So we're gonna see who comes out and who has. You got to have some luck. You know, so if you can have just enough luck, then it can pan out for you. So.
Yeah. Who is third?
It was Lynch, or who's third in points?
Clashin. No, he's a good ways out.
Is he?
Yeah,
okay.
He's mathematically eliminated, but
is he okay? Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, but well,
it'll be a fun race. I'll be definitely back in the booth to watch that one. It'll be an interesting race.
Oh heck yeah, man! It's going to be
get to crown a champion.
It's championship race time now, so. We're, somebody's going to take home that trophy next week. We're going to see who it is, man. It's going to be between the 51 of Clashin and the 1 of Billy. And Billy's, he finished second behind Sludge last year in the championship. Yeah, he finished second last year. So, hopefully, on his end, it's not, hopefully he's not always the bridesmaid, and maybe we'll eventually be that bride. Who knows? We'll see. But I think, JWoww, he's got a pretty tight stranglehold on that thing, man. And you got to be perfect to beat those JCR guys. I was saying last week at Dover, you have to be absolutely perfect on your A game, no mistakes, phenomenally absolute perfect if you're going to have a chance to beat those guys. Yeah. Especially JWoww, who's just determined.
Playoff JWoww.
Yeah, he's just switching in a whole new gear. And I told you that. I told you guys that when I was talking to him.
I did just see a message though from Billy saying it's not over yet.
Yeah, it ain't over
with an LOL at the end of that. So he's still there. He ain't giving up.
No, hell no. He won't ever give up.
No.
There ain't no giving up there. Yeah. We're gonna finish that up for tonight, man, and we're gonna take this and take it to Michigan, and we're gonna have ourselves a show.
Yeah, and Michigan will also be, I think, both of our last broadcasts for Wednesday night FTR.
Yeah,
I think you're going to be done, right? I'll also be done for at least for now, for a while.
Yeah, from a full-time basis. I'll be back, part-time here and there. I know Billy has got some things, from my schedule perspective. I can't, I got to dial it down a little bit to part-time. So we'll be around. We ain't going nowhere.
I did. I started doing a broadcast for Thursday nights for my buddy's league for Superflow Racing, and we did one at Martinsville last week, and it was a blast. I was up in there myself, so I was just calling like a normal play-by-play, and I had a blast up there. It was a good race they put on. So
awesome.
Still staying in the booth, just not on Wednesdays anymore.
Real quick, just at it before we sign off here and hit it. You're in the B league. Where things stand in your B league? What's it coming down to there?
It has, I believe it's Racer X is leading by about 20 so points over Dark Knight. Okay. I forget who's third and fourth. I think I'm fifth. I've had decent runs. I had a second at Dover, but I had a bit of a mix-up at the end of Charlotte and ended up 10th. So I kind of dropped some points from there, but if I can get her done at Talladega, I have some good stages in the next two races with Michigan and Talladega. There's a chance still. It's going to be slim, but I would say it's looking right now, at least on the points, like it's Racer X leading and Dark Knight in second. So we'll have to see with Talladega. That could change a lot because there's about five of us.
We saw what happened here.
Yeah, there's five or so of us within like 75 points. So with Talladega, that could mix up a lot, and they could flip that order right around.
Wow. So things are coming, and I know the C League. I know those guys. They're the top two guys there. They're only separated by a matter of handful of points there. So man, all around in all three leagues with FTR, man, everything is coming down to the wire. So it's not a an old fashioned locked up going into the championship.
No.
I think all three are going to take it to the final lap, pretty much,
and
to find out who's going to take it home.
Yeah, and in that C League, that would be one to watch. That's good. That Crippled Sniper and Bleachy are battling. They're only about 20 points, 15 points apart, and they've been butting heads a little bit lately on some things. So there's going to be a lot of take and no give between those
really?
two. Yeah, so
okay.
That'll be an interesting. Anytime they're around each other at that race next week, it'd be
a
good
few
TV
fireworks
to be watching.
might be going on.
Yeah, anything could happen at any moment with them two around each other going for that championship.
It's championship time, and that's my favorite time is championship and seeing who's going to come home with it.
Yeah,
so.
They'll be battling it out pretty hard. I know Cripple's not going to give him an inch, so.
Oh heck no! Well, you know, Bleach ain't going to give him going to give him a centimeter.
No, they're not going to give each other nothing. I tell you, they're not going to be friendly. I don't think at all to each other. They're going to be battling it out. I believe.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely be watching that one.
It's gonna come down the wire, man, and
it's
gonna be exciting to watch. It's gonna be exciting to watch, and it's gonna be exciting to bring these guys here at the A League, the championship, next week in Michigan. So everybody check in the championship race next Wednesday night, 8:00, Michigan. It's come down to JWoww and Billy. JWoww leads by 45, taking into Michigan over Billy. But it ain't over yet. We're going to take it to Michigan. Until then, for Inniltown, for It's Bob Drew sign off earlier, and my whole buddy Lugnut who had to sign off. Everybody have a great night. We will see you at Michigan.
See you later, guys.
Yeah, man, you have a good night. I gotta get some shit done, and I gotta crash, so.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm about asleep already.
Yeah. Yeah, today was my first day back at work.
Oh, yeah.